Hey guys, this is Premium Poppy. God bless, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I know I am. Welcome back to Monster Hunter Try. Last time we entered Moga Village for the first time. We figured out that we actually have to go and get the base camp up and running, which is pretty interesting. The base camp was destroyed in a earthquake and tsunami or something like that. So we have to get the base camp up and running. We have to go get 30 different resource points. Pretty fun. Anyway. Wyverian Artisan. Ah, it's you. Getting by as far as weapons and armor goes. That darn chief asked me to tell you all about forging equipment, so listen good. Making new equipment from a bunch of materials, that's what we call forging. If you want to make metal weapons, you'll need ore, and if you want to make some bone armor, you'll need bone. Bring me the materials and money, and I'll forge whatever you need. Not only that, I'll do it better than anyone else. Something you don't understand? Check your hunter's notes in the game menu. The hunter info section should contain plenty of valuable pointers for living the hunting life. So, how about we get down to business? You say the word, I'll set you up with a masterpiece. So yeah, this is where you're gonna get all your armor and weapons that you can actually build from. Pretty self-explanatory, honestly. So, you look right here, you got your weapons, you got your armor, then you also got decorations. Basically, they all do different things. You wanna like forge equipment, you can. You want to upgrade weapons, you're able to do that too. We're not going to do that right now. We are simply going to go and actually begin this. Had church today. It was quite a bit of fun. We had a kids service, so all the kids were up there on the worship team. Kids were up there praising. We even had one of the younger people actually preach the sermon for the day, and it was phenomenal. He was talking about how the enemy can come into our life and try to suck out the joy. How the enemy can suck out the he can suck the joy, he can suck the fun out of life and really just make everything depressing for you. But you have to fight against that. You got to literally keep that joy. You got to search after the spirit, not put evil things in the way. You got to put good and wholesome godly things in your life. Hey, it's me, the chief's son. No, not Junior. No one calls me that. Anyway, check your map. It's expanded, which it is. Which reminds me, I know you're still fresh off the boat, Hunter, but I've got a favor to ask you. Gather up resources to help us restore the camp to its glory days. So yeah, you hunt monsters, you'll get resource points. In Area 6 is where you can hunt carnivores, ripe for the hunting. Gather some herbs to restore your health in case you get banged up, and go ahead and hunt some carnivores. Herbs grow like wild weeds. Or, yeah, anyway. Basically, he's telling you to go gather stuff, and not only gather some equipment and gather some materials, but to go actually hunt. When you hunt monsters, you will get a certain amount of points. Any luck finding those herbs, Hunter? I got a little advice for you. You notice the maximum length of your stamina gauge shrinks over time? Yeah, well, you have to eat well-done steak. He's just going to tell you how to do that. What you want to do, you want to get your, You want to get your barbecue spit out right here. Get it out, place it down. When you place it down, any raw meat you have will actually be cooked. You got to go through a little mini game, and at the end, you will get a well-done steak if you cook it properly. You have 3 different options: a well-done steak, a burnt meat, or rare steak. Most of the time you get rare steak unless you cook it perfectly, then you'll get well-done steak. If you cook it too long, you'll get burnt meat. Hey, good cooking. It's really pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Take a big bite out of that steak and your maximum stamina will jump up faster than you can say flame-boiled jaggy. Go on, eat. So yeah, he's gonna tell you to eat the food. There you go, we got a well-done steak. So what you want to do, just come over here to the well-done steak and eat it. As you see, the yellow bar will actually increase all the way to the max. A rare steak will actually only increase the bar like a quarter of the way. A well-done steak will increase the bar halfway. Say, looks like you found some herbs. You can gather items like you can gather items multiple times. He's just going to tell you, look in your item pouch for different items, and you got an idea of what items you have, what they're good for, and sort of all that sort of fun stuff. So you can actually gather just a ton of herbs. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, like, church was really, really good. A bunch of the younger kids had a skit that they did. Then there was the preaching. Worship service was very good. I also got to see a few of my friends that came back from college at a different state. 3 of them go to like different colleges in different states. So getting to see them was absolutely awesome. It was a blast. They're great people to be around. Honestly, I love them to pieces. They're awesome. Yeah. And actually, one of them is going on a missions trip soon, which is going to be exciting. I helped out with a little bit of a donation to him. I said, you know, why not? Come to think of it, I didn't tell you about the monster list, did I? You'll find this list in your hunter's notes. A good hunter will add monsters to the list. To add monster, first open up the hunter notes in the game menu. Next, point the remote at... Yeah, he's just going to tell you how to get hunter notes. What you want to do, actually, is come over to the monster. You want to open up the menu, go to hunter notes. You can actually app it off. However, hit the A button. There you go. Hit the A button, come down here, and you can register it. Pretty simple. Alright, we're actually going to hunt this guy because we need it. The more you hunt, the better it's going to be. Oh, nice attack. Maybe you're not such a fresh-off-the-boat hunter after all. You can check the resources you've collected from killing monsters once you get back to Moga Village. After I finish blabbering, look at the lower left corner of the screen. Once you have 30 resource points, we'll be good to go. Happy hunting. Another thing we did, a bunch of us were talking in church today, and we were actually discussing in one of the lessons. Oh, there we go. That was pretty good. We were discussing the will of God in our life, and it was a really powerful lesson per se. It was phenomenally powerful. If I actually, while I'm carving, I have my notes right here. Basically, so we have to put God at the center of everything. We got to put him literally at the center of everything. We praise him when we don't feel like it. Praise him when we don't see anything come to pass that we want to see come to pass. But in that, we have to seek God and put him first. We literally have to do it. We Christians can get so focused on position. Where will God have us in a few years? Where will we end up in a few years? We're so focused on meeting goals, meeting deadlines. Like, for instance, it's not a bad thing. Like, I'm in a trade school right now, working to get a license for a trade. So, in doing so, I'm trying to set myself up for the future. Not a bad thing. It's a good thing. You got to be proactive in that stuff. But that's position oriented. I'm focused on getting something so I can be focused for the future. In doing that, we also got to remind ourselves that we have to worry about the condition of our heart more. We got to worry about the condition of our heart more than the position we're in right now. Because positions can change, but the condition of our heart is important. Right now, the chief's son or junior is going to tell you basically use a whetstone if your weapon gets dulled a little bit. So underneath the stamina bar, you see a little knife. That knife is the sharpness. The lower your sharpness, the less damage your weapon does. And after some time, your weapon will actually bounce off monsters and not do damage. So keep that in mind. Give me a second to take a drink. I'm also eating ice, so yeah. But as I was saying, condition matters. Like, why should we care about the will of God in our life? Why should we care about doing the will of God? And again, the ultimate goal, the end goal, is to make it to heaven. But in between, what does it matter? It's the journey. It's not reaching different goals or destinations in the journey. It's going through it. It's learning things. It's really seeking after Christ in what he has for you. It's what you can gain spiritually and how you can grow spiritually. It's about condition. You have to check the condition of your heart always. Check the condition of your heart and don't worry about the position you're in, because positions can change. The position you're in right now will change, and when it changes, the condition of your heart towards God, that should remain the same. You should put him at the center and put him first in everything. It was absolutely a phenomenal lesson. We also talked about, we talked in Proverbs quite a bit. I believe it's Proverbs, one of them was Proverbs 18, 15 through 18, Proverbs 6, 5 through 8. I mean, there was just a ton. We also talked in, First James, not James, First John, I want to say 2, 5, and 6. Also, as you see, I'm trying to hunt these bugs, and they're really annoying. I don't like hunting these guys. I believe there are some quests that make you hunt these guys, and let me tell you, they're gonna be annoying. But I'm just doing it because I wanna get the camp. The camp's destroyed, so we can't even spawn there, or we can't travel there. So yeah. There are different weapons that you can choose from in this game. I'm choosing the sword and shield right now because it's pretty self-explanatory. You can actually guard, you can attack. It's a very versatile weapon for starting out whenever you play Monster Hunter. So I do recommend it. There we go. That's one. Come on. Stop moving around. Come here. Come here, nerd. Get over here. Haha, you missed. There we go. Okay. Now we can go to Area 6. Area 6 is where some carnivores will be. I believe it's called Jaggy, is what they are. I believe it is, yeah. So, anyway. You'll see Jaggy. They are carnivores. You can actually gather things off them like every other monster. But when you gather things from them, you can make armor and equipment from them, which is pretty nice. Look there. Those little carnivores are called Jaggy. Killing these critters is a great way to collect resources. If your health gets low, don't mess around. Use a herb to heal. Pronto. Focus too much on attacking and you might never come back. Remember, you have evasive moves too. We need 30 resource points to get the camp back in order. We're counting on you, Hunter. I probably should have kept it in mind to actually open up my, Hunter's notes and actually, collect the Jaggy. There we go. So now we have information on the Jaggy. The more information you collect on monsters, it's pretty cool. I think there's a little Pokemon Easter egg that says, like, instead of gotta catch them all, it's gotta record them all or something like that. It's pretty interesting. If you pay attention to the dialogue and not skip through it all, like I did some, you'll actually see that, and it's really cool. It's kind of funny. Oh, he's still kicking. There's a boulder actually right there. You can go to different areas. There are more areas to unlock in the map, but you can only enter certain areas right now because we haven't unlocked the other areas yet. Come on, can I get any others? No. You can only get one carve off a Jaggy. Maybe we could stun the Jaggy. By hitting, the sword and shield actually have two different things you can do with it. By hitting with the shield, you can actually stun a monster because it's a blunt object or a blunt weapon. Oh, stupid thing. Stupid thing. With the sword, it's a slashing weapon, so you can actually cut parts off the monster. As you see, we're getting pretty low in health, so if you gather a herb, you can actually press the, I believe it's the Y button on the controller, and when you hit the Y button, you actually can heal. You stand still when you heal, so be sure to be careful of where you stand, so you don't get attacked by a monster. And I believe after you slay all the Jaggy in this area, you'll actually be able to hunt Jaggy in Area 5 or Area 2. I want to say it's Area 2, but again, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on it. There we are. Each Jaggy gives us 3 points. Stop it. And for some villager requests, you're actually gonna need a lot of points. So, any chance you get, just hunt Jaggy, hunt other creatures, so on and so forth. As you see, our weapon is now at red sharpness. What you want to do? Oh, and we actually can't do anything because we, I put the items away last episode. So we're going to be using our shield from... Not from now on, but most of the time. There we go. We stunned the Jaggy. All right. Come on. So close. There we go. We have 32 points now. Come on, come on, come on. Jaggy scale obtained. Good. I believe there are other items you can actually get here. I believe bones are one of them. Come over here. It's somewhere over here. I know you can get bones. Gotta figure out where, though. You can get bones in Area 6. I almost guarantee it. Is this it right here? Yes, it is. Okay. You got a bone. Man, these Jaggy just will not die. But yeah, I'm just gonna gather a few more points because I can. The more points you have, the better. Again, you collect more points, you actually can get more rewards. So keep that in mind. But we only need 30. But yeah, that was most of my day, honestly. As you see, our weapons bouncing off. So yeah. There is a crafting system to the game, as I mentioned last episode, and the Junior actually was mentioning. I admit, this camera system's a little wonky. It's for the Wii, so it's anything like the Wii and older is going to be very annoying to deal with, so keep that in mind as well. I can get one more, come on. Bone. One more. Another bone, okay. Come on, we're doing well. And that was the last one, I think. Yes, it was, okay. I guess we'll head to Area 7. Who knows what we might find there. I think this is a fishing spot over here. No, it isn't. There are areas where you can fish, and when you fish, you can actually use the fish to, for different purposes. So, it's pretty neat. If you have a blue mushroom and a herb, you can make a potion. So, I don't know why I keep kicking. But, yeah, come up to item pouch, and we can actually sort that. Let me sort that. There we are. So, you have a herb and a blue mushroom, and you can actually combine them, and you will get a potion. Sometimes it won't work, so just be careful. And if you combine a potion and a honey, you'll actually get a mega potion, which sometimes you'll get a fail. And you'll get garbage. Garbage is absolutely worth nothing. Let me actually come over here and hunter notes. Come here. Come here, Colby. No, come back. It's so hard to... There we are. It's very difficult to do that, honestly. It's very tricky to do that. I think you can get whetstones right here. Am I right about that? Yes, I am. Okay. So yeah, there are different points, resource points on the map that you can actually collect things from. So the whetstone you can use to resharpen your weapon. So if you look under the stamina gauge, you actually can see the red knife. What you want to do, you want to fix that, go over, get your whetstone, and use a whetstone. And as you see, the power level on our weapon has increased because we have sharpened our weapon. Pretty self-explanatory. Sorry. I have a soda with me, and I really enjoy drinking soda. I don't... Okay, I would say I don't do it often, but that's not true. I drink soda quite a bit. Alright. Right here. Again, since it's the early stages of the game, collect as much as you can. Collect what you were able to, because it's going to come in handy. There is a farming system that makes it a little bit easier, but nothing compares just to going out gathering resources if you have to. It can be annoying later in the game, but at the same time, It is a very valuable and useful thing. Keep it in mind. I also recommend that you go and actually hunt those kalbe up there. I don't think you can actually kill them, but I think you can knock them out. If you knock them out, you can actually carve off their horn or get their pelt, and it's actually going to be very useful for crafting some very high-grade equipment. Well, not equipment, but high-grade healing items. So, yeah. A lot of these episodes in the beginning are going to be very slow. There we go. So you can actually come over here and carve. We got a kalbe horn. And let's go. There we are. You can stand and carve. I choose to crouch and carve because that actually makes the animation go by faster. We got a fire dose berry. Is there any more? Come on. No? Okay, we'll just head back to Area 3. I was really hoping there'd be one more. I guess not. Again, collect all the items you're able to. One thing about the older games compared to the new ones is when you hold down the A button to actually collect items, with the newer games, you can just hold down the A button while over a resource point, and you'll just start to gather it over and over until it's emptied. With the older games, that doesn't work. You gotta manually click the A button every single time you want to get items, which can be really annoying, which I'm really glad they fixed in the newer games. The older games, oh well, it's just how it goes. As you see, our stamina is actually going down as we continue to stay out in the field, so be aware of that. Be aware of your health. I am not being aware of my health right now because it's like really simple. You can collect bugs as well. I'm not gonna do that. All right, what else is there? Anything over here? I believe there's honey right over there. I believe there's also a herb over in the middle there. I could be wrong about that. School's going pretty well. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but yeah, school's going well. It's difficult. There's a lot of stuff to learn, a lot of stuff I have to know. There's nothing you can get in the middle. I was wrong. It's a lot of work, but it will pay off in the end. Making good money, being able to provide for a family, that's what matters. Alrighty, I guess there's nothing we can get here. I know after a certain amount of time, resource points will respawn or replenish, so you can just go back and harvest more. But yeah, we're at Area 1. Yo-ho! So did you collect the 30 resource points? It's easy, even for a fresh off the boat hunter. I don't mean to rush you. Feel free to come and go to the village, to the woods, whatever you need to. Whenever you do get back to the village, just make sure you give me your hunt report. A hunt report will ensure that the resources you've collected are added to the village's stores right away. Don't forget, report back after you've hunted. No need to delay our reconstruction. Oh, shooting star. That was cool. Man, this guy's slow. When your stamina goes down, you get into the red, and it'll start to, like, pant. And if he pants all the way, and the stamina goes all the way to the bottom, eventually he'll just stop. And if he stops, you gotta catch his breath. Your character will have to catch their breath until stamina recharges back to full. There is a farm over here you can actually go to. When you go to the farm, we'll get that out of the way right now. We did get 30 resource points, which is nice. I just want to show off the farm before the episode ends. There's the farm. It's a little poogie. And then you also got the head farmer. Well, 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 if it isn't the hunter everyone's fussing over, well, whoop-de-doo. You see this farm here, Hunter? It feeds all of Moga Village. Now notice anything missing? That's right, farm hands. This place is normally crawling with farming felines. That earthquake spooked them so bad, they hightailed it out of here, lickety-split. Pretty cats left me high and dry. That's why the fields look like pigsty. No offense, Sir Oinks-a-lot. Sir Oinks-a-lot, that's his name. I'm stuck working all by my lonesome. This here's what's left of the old harvest. See that blue sheen? It means this is one heck of a healthy mushroom. You can't eat it on its own. My advice would be to go collect something with it. So yeah, we got a blue mushroom and sent it to the item box. We can actually plant items here. So if you want to plant items, I believe you go talk to him. No, you don't do that. I'm trying to remember what you do here. It's been so long. Use it whenever. Okay, yeah, so you can come over here and actually go to Moga Woods if you want. You can talk to Poogie. Sir Oinks a lot. You can create a new name. No, we're not going to. I don't think the farm is actually accessible right now. Ooh. Well, that's cool. What is this? Oh, I've never discovered this before. I didn't know this was back here. What a mysterious statue. That is cool. I had no clue that was back here. Wow. Okay. I don't think you can use the farm just yet. So let's head back to the village and go from there. So we want to go talk to the chief's son. Once we talk to him, we can actually go to the villager requests and we can actually accept the request. We got 30 points. And there we go. Now we got a campsite. I guess the old man was right. You hunters really are something. We'll take it from here. Leave it to us to fix things. Our lives in the village is tied to resources. I'll calculate the resources for everything you hunted in the woods. Once in a while, I'll come across valuable commodities while I'm tallying up your spoils. Trust me, if we do find a commodity or two, I'll be sure to hand them over to you. Keep showing them carnivores who's boss, and you can expect a lot of resource and commodities in your future. So yeah. I'm pretty sure they're... Yeah, the, you can talk to this guy as well. Hey, it's you. Fine timing, kid. I got a wee favor to ask you. If you reckon you were going to hunt in here village, you'll need my help. So he's just going to talk to you about upgrading your weapons, all that fun jazz. So if you want to get enough materials, you can actually go and upgrade your materials and such. Sorry about that. Something came up. Anyway, I'll give you here my very own iron pickaxe. You give it a good swing for me when you find an ore deposit, you hear? So basically, if you get a pickaxe, like an old pickaxe, a iron pickaxe, or a mega pickaxe, go find an ore outcropping, and you can, in the field or in the other maps, and you can actually get materials off that too. So villager requests. So if you deliver one iron ore, you can, yeah, basically, you mine forge equipment. Go fetch me some quality iron ore, and don't forget your pickaxe. So that's one thing you gotta do for this guy over here. Different villagers will have different requests for you. See, kid, I knew you have no trouble rounding up the resources we need. Now we can fix up the base camp for you. Oh, and I heard about the iron ore. Wyverians are always hard to please, but that guy's the worst of them. I've known him since I was younger than you. I tell ya, we butted heads more times than the sky has stars. That's depressing. But there are no questions in his keen eyes as an artisan. We'll just see what he makes you. By the way, you remember seeing a brazier burning just outside the village? Well, you might have to get closer. Trust me next time you go by. Oh, and I almost forgot. I just got a little something here for you to say thanks. Let me see. We received 500 more zenny. So we're getting a little bit of money on us, which is pretty good. Okay. It is going to almost be 30 minutes for this episode. So eventually I'm going to end the episode. Another thing I want to check out, actually. The monster list. So these are the 3 monsters we have. We actually found, I believe, a total of 5, but I have to go back and actually get those. I'll probably do that off camera, just because, and I'll go collect more resources off camera. So, yeah. Alright, let's store all of our items. Just store everything we got. It's gonna be better that way. Except for the mega pickaxe. I don't wanna... I'll probably store that too. If I, get... With iron ore, you're actually able to go and make more pickaxes. So, that is very, very good. Organize our items. Get one of these. Garbage. Can't really do much with it. Am I missing anything? Barbecue spit. 1 raw meat, and that should be all good. Okay. I'm going to end the episode here, guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you guys in the next episode where we actually... I don't know what we're going to do, honestly. But we'll find that out. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Yeah. God bless.